chance. Like I said earlier, you don't typically get this kind of an opportunity in an NFL game, and you got to take advantage of it when you can.
Intercepted. This time by Tim Jennings. Jennings still streaks down the sideline and is leveled out of bounds. And a penalty flag, and there's a fight on the field. And the 45. And I mean bodies from both sidelines come racing out in front of the Lions bench. Right there, guys pushing and shoving away from the action. Charles Tillman has been buried on the sideline there at midfield. Israel Adonijah was the last one to get up from the original pile. Lance Briggs in the middle of it all. The NFL will be able to operate a hedge fund after all the fines from this game.
And you can see what prompted here with the interception at the end. Guys hustling to the end. And then the sideline just erupts. I'm not quite sure.
I think it started with Stafford, to be honest with you, because he grabbed DJ Moore by the helmet, it looked like, and threw him to the ground. Pay attention of what happened with Stafford as he now grabs the back of the helmet of Moore and pulls him straight down to the ground.
And then Moore retaliated by going back at him, and the melee ensues. Yeah, because this itself was no big deal. I thought it was maybe the shot out of bounds, but clearly it was the exchange between Moore and Matthew Stafford. And you got to give the officials great credit to sort that thing out, because that thing looked like it was going to last a while. More reminiscent of a hockey game there. You see the Blackhawks jersey. But nice job by the officials, because, boy, you threw yourself in the middle of that. That's a lot of big people.
Detroit challenging the ruling on the field that after the interception, the defender was down by contact.
This goes back to the interception in the spot, back at where the interception took place.
Those were the last words I was expecting after all that from Pete Morelli. I'd like to tell you about The Last Lions. Premieres on the National Geographic Channel this weekend. Check your local listings.
Clearly here he's down. Great interception, just basically out battling for the ball. And now this is clearly going to go down, but this is where all the fun starts. Stafford, obviously the frustration showing here, the pushing and shoving. And DJ Moore going back at him, didn't like it. And now here we go.
The two guys that really got locked up were Charles Tillman and Gosders Cherilus, as it started drifting away from that pile and creating another with those two in the thick of it.
Well, both coaches have to make a concerted effort to get it under control now.
After reviewing the play, the receiver was down by contact at the 16.5-yard line. There was a personal foul on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit, number 30 of the intercepting team, and he will be ejected from the game.
So DJ Moore, after going after Stafford, showed you the replay of Stafford grabbing a hold of Moore and pulling him down.
And you can say this is the typical second act, you know, what Stafford did, how serious was that? But the fact that he came back at him the way he did. And when I say the coaches got to just get this under control, it's really harder for Lovie Smith right now when you're up. You can understand the frustration where Detroit is right now. As Lovie Smith with his team, you do not want to let the focus. This is where injuries happen. The fans are applauding it. It's easier to have that attitude when you're up by 31. This is where you can't let the focus get away from your football team. We got 13 minutes and 20 seconds still to play. Not only from the standpoint is you got to look sharp, but this is where injuries happen if you don't keep the focus, and that's just an example.
It all really began on this play, and this is a dirty play. Fairly driving Cutler's right shoulder into the ground, drew a penalty flag. The very next possession, Briggs to the head of Calvin Johnson. And all of that culminating with a scrum in front of a Lions sideline a moment ago.